How long does it take to settle state inheritance tax obligations? Have you ever wondered how long it takes to settle state inheritance tax obligations? This process can be quite variable, depending on a few key factors. First, the complexity of the estate plays a significant role. For simple estates which have straightforward assets and no disputes, the entire settlement process, including tax payments, can wrap up in about 6 to 9 months. However, if the estate is more complex, involving numerous assets or disputes among heirs, it could take a year or even several years to settle. Now, let's talk about the specific requirements for state inheritance taxes. Each state has its own rules regarding filing deadlines, most states requiring that the inheritance tax return be filed within a certain time frame after the decedent's death. This period typically ranges from 9 to 18 months. For instance, in Iowa, the return must be filed within 9 months. Nebraska has a 12-month deadline, while Kentucky allows up to 18 months, sometimes offering discounts for early payment. The settlement process cannot be finalized until all taxes, including state inheritance taxes, are paid and accepted by the relevant tax authorities. This means that the estate executor must gather all necessary information, value the assets, prepare and file the inheritance tax return, and pay any taxes due before distributing the remaining assets to beneficiaries. If the estate also requires filing a federal estate tax return, this can add further delays. The Internal Revenue Service may take over 2 years to accept the return, which can hold up final distributions. From the perspective of estate planning, it is wise to plan ahead to minimize delays related to inheritance tax obligations. Proper estate planning can simplify the valuation and tax filing process, potentially reducing the time needed to settle taxes. Executors and beneficiaries should maintain clear communication about timelines and expectations, as distributions often cannot occur until tax obligations are fully resolved. In summary, settling state inheritance tax obligations usually takes at least several months and can extend beyond a year. The timeline depends on the complexity of the estate, state-specific deadlines, and whether federal estate tax filings are involved. Early and thorough estate planning is key to managing these timelines efficiently.